Good morning, everyone. Today I'm doing a get ready with me featuring some new items from the drugstore. There are so many new products out right now. I'm sure as you guys have been seeing like everybody's haul videos out right now. I love drugstore hauls, especially. I mean, I love hauls, but when it comes to it, like if it's drugstore products, especially new ones, like this is my favorite time of the year. So yeah, today I'm just going to apply a bunch of new drugstore makeup, see how it wears, see if it looks good, and these are not going to be like full reviews. This is just simply trying it on and applying it and seeing how it looks. Really, that's basically all it is. And I'm also just going to apply a little bit of lip balm here. This is the Orange Juice Lip Smacker. It's so silly, I know, but it smells amazing. It smells like orange rainbow sherbet ice cream. I love it. I'm probably going to just use these singles today, and I also have these really cool cream shadow bases from Maybelline. They're the Color Tattoo crayons, and I love Maybelline color tattoos. Ever since they first came out, I've been a huge fan of them. So when I saw these, I was like, yes girl, I gotta get it, gotta try it out. This shade is called 730 Creamy Chocolate. I'll do a swatch for you guys right here. Ooh, nice and smooth. And this one is called Bronze Truffle. Ooh, I think I like this one better. This is like kind of a lighter shade, like a taupe kind of color. I love this one. I think I'm going to use this today all over my eyes as a base. And it claims to last 24 hours just like the color tattoos that come in the jar. But the only difference that I know of so far is that these are just in a stick form. I don't really know much claims on these yet. And I'm just going to draw it on there and then blend it with my finger. I really like Maybelline color tattoos, and they do last all day on my eyes. Usually when I wear color tattoos that come in a jar, I use them as a base for my eyeshadow. So that's what I'm going to do today with the L'Oreal singles on top. And I think I'm going to go in with the shimmery color first, this one, number 202. Alright, so here's our single shadow. Ooh, that looks really nice. I only got 2 of these because I wasn't sure how I would like them, but let's see how they swatch. Kind of a light wash. I also have some Rimmel eyeshadow pencils, so I might use those in another get ready with me or do a separate review on them. I feel like everyone's kind of coming out with the same products but like a little bit different. I'm just going to take a bit of Little Beige Dress and kind of use this shade to blend out the edges of this eyeshadow crayon. I think they have a nice texture. It almost kind of feels like a cream eyeshadow when you touch it. It's like that soft, but then when you put it on your eyes, it just blends like a powder. I'm really happy with the texture, and the pigmentation is good too. And I do have a new brow product. This is also from Maybelline. It's called their Brow Drama Pomade Crayon. Brows are sculpted and filled in with one simple stroke. New Brow Drama Pomade Crayon glides smoothly onto brows to sculpt hairs into place and provide natural filling. So this says it's auburn, but it looks pretty dark, so I'm not sure if it will match exactly. Let's just do a quick swatch here. Oh, it's actually not as dark as it looks. Okay, perfect, because in the stick here it looks like it's going to be almost like a black brown, but it's pretty light, so cool. Okay, so now I'm not as worried to try this. Normally what I would do is fill in with powder. I've really been loving the Maybelline Brow Drama Pro palette. I have a whole video on it. I've been using it pretty much every day. I love that thing so much. The shape is kind of thick, so it's kind of hard to really fill in the ends of my brows, so I think I'm just going to stop there and brush through. Personally, I would recommend the brow palette over the Brow Drama Pomade Crayon. This is maybe a nice topper, but definitely not an all-in-one product like it's marketed as. I feel like this is more of your one-stop shop because it comes with a powder to fill in and a wax, which works very well. Now, for eyeliner here, I have this one from Maybelline. This is the Master Precise Skinny Automatic Pencil. I thought the packaging on this was so cute, and this says it will last for up to 24 hours, and it has mistake-proof application with an ultra smooth glide. It's supposed to be a waterproof gel formula too, so yeah, it's supposed to be long lasting. And let's just bust into it. I'm just gonna line my eyes with this very softly today. It's very black, but I feel like it's kind of crumbly. Maybe I just got a bad one, but I don't know, I'm not really into it. And on the box, it shows that the tip is sharpened, but mine is just completely flat. It's not really sharp or anything. And I'm just going to soften this line with the little pencil brush. I feel like this sets very quickly, so it's kind of hard to blend. There are way better black liners at the drugstore. I don't like this one. It's not very good. I think it works better when I just put it on my brush like this and kind of blend it on, which is not convenient at all. So definitely would not recommend this one. This was like $9. I would not recommend it. The Jordana Easy Liners are like the same size as this pretty much, and they're only $3.50. Very intense, lots of shades to choose from. This didn't really feel smooth or gel-like to me at all, so I would not recommend that. But I do have another eyeliner I want to try. This is the, also from Maybelline, Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil, and I have a feeling I'll like this a little better because I tend to like these kind of gel pencils. Here's what the packaging looks like on the gel pencil, and they have a ton of different shades of these in this line. There's like blue, purple, green, and I got this one called Striking Copper. So I'm going to apply this on my lower lash line and maybe the waterline too. Let's see what it says here. Intense cream line, rich color, ultra smooth glide up to 16-hour wear, smudge resistant and waterproof. I think I'm going to try it in the waterline today. Look at how pretty that looks. Reminds me of the Urban Decay 24/7 pencils. This is super smooth. I have a few new mascaras here from the drugstore. I'm not sure which one to try first. I haven't looked at any reviews or anything yet, and I just picked these up myself. Excited for this one, but I feel like this whole video is a lot of Maybelline stuff, so I'm going to skip on that and maybe go for this Rimmel one. This is the Super Curler Volume and Curl Mascara, and this claims that you don't even need a lash curler. It says bye bye lash curler right in the corner, and it says here, formula with curling and fixing polymer instantly pushes up lashes to a perfect 90-degree curve. And here's the packaging, really cute. I thought this was just a beautiful color, and then you can see in the corner it says bye bye lash curler. So yeah, I'm not gonna wear it for 24 hours, but we'll see how it curls the lashes without a lash curler. I think that'll be interesting because my lashes aren't very curled. So the wand is actually pretty huge, and it has like a slight curve on it, so I love that. I love brushes that have curves on them. I just find them kind of easier to fit my eyes. So I'm just going straight in here because it says bye bye lash curler. So I'm just going to kind of use it to push up my lashes. I love how the curve just kind of fits my eye. I feel like the curve is really nice. Alright, so there's like 2 coats. I feel like it did nothing. Like really, I feel like this did absolutely nothing for my curl. Didn't really curl them either. Maybe a little tiny bit, but not much. This is nothing. This is like 2 coats already. So I'm not impressed with it. So far, really not. I mean, this is a letdown, to be honest. So I think I might try to use this on top of one of my favorite mascaras instead of by itself, because by itself it's really not doing anything for my lashes. I'm going to try to put a little bit of my Maybelline Colossal to add some thickness to my lashes, because the Rimmel, I feel like it made my lashes look really thin. Alright, so there's the Maybelline by itself, and I'm just going to use this as a top coat to see if it kind of does anything that way. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this as a top coat. Just from trying this out today, I don't really enjoy it. I might try it a few more times, I'm not sure exactly, but I feel like it's very heavy. Like, for being a mascara that claims to lift up your lashes and curl them, this feels like you have a lot of mascara on, so I'm not really into the way it feels. Alright, so that's pretty much it for all of the new eye products that I have at the drugstore, so if you guys want to see any full reviews on those, please leave me a comment and let me know, and I'd be more than happy to do like a separate review for them. Today is just strictly first impressions, so let's get into the foundation. I'm so excited to try this. I haven't used it yet. I just bought it last night, and the full name here is Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation, and this is in the shade 10. It's Porcelain Ivory. I got this one because the shade that was lighter than this, well, it looked like it had a lot of yellow in it, so that's why I went for Porcelain. I have tried pretty much every Maybelline foundation that they've ever come out with, and they have always been way too orange. Like, I know they don't look orange from the bottle, but they kind of oxidize once I blend them on my skin, and it just looks crazy on me. So I hope that this shade works out. They really don't make many pink shades, so for me this was really exciting. Complexion is perfected and smooth with a soft matte finish, just like velvet. Skin feels fresh with lasting hydration, so we will see how this feels, how it looks. And there was a little sponge, a $6 sponge that you could purchase with this, but I didn't buy it because they didn't have any left. Alright, so I'm just taking a small amount of it. This feels really cold. I'm just going to start blending out where I placed it. I feel like it has really nice coverage. I barely put on one drop, and I kind of split it up between both sides of my face, and you know, this one drop is really doing well as far as coverage goes. It does have like a really light whipped texture, so I like that about it. It doesn't feel like you have makeup on. Alright, so I just put on a tiny bit. I didn't really put on any on my nose yet, but I have to say I really like it. I feel like it does have it has a light whipped texture. It really does feel like weightless, and honestly I feel like it looks pretty natural too. I mean, I'm sure you can layer it, which I will put on a bit more because I didn't put any on my nose yet, but I have to say, like, if you are somebody who likes a natural look, you'll probably love this because, I mean, it covers very nicely. So that was just one very light layer. I'm going to add just a little bit more because I didn't put any on my nose or my under eye, but I'm just going to add just a touch more here, and let's see how it looks. There it is blended out on my nose, my under eyes. I feel like it did a beautiful job. It doesn't look cakey even on my under eyes. I love that about it. It doesn't even feel like you have makeup on. I do have dry skin, so it'll be nice to see how it wears during the day because it claims to be hydrating. So I will have to check back in and let you guys see how it looks, and I'll tell you how it feels later on. But I can tell you straight from application, it feels very soothing, kind of cooling on the skin. It's easy to blend. You could totally use your fingers to blend this out. I mean, it looks very natural, and it matches my neck too, so I'm really happy this shade actually works for me. This is like a first for me. I feel like I've never had a Maybelline foundation that actually was like a straight match from the bottle, so this is really cool. And if you guys have cool skin tone, if you're pink, if you have a little bit of pink in your skin like I do, I think you will like Porcelain Ivory number 10. So just to kind of fix my discoloration right here, I'm going to add a tiny bit of my NYX HD concealer. This is also in the shade Porcelain. This isn't new. I've had this for a while, but I do like it. You can see there, I just feel like that really brightens up my under eyes. I don't even use a lot. This concealer is very nice coverage. And just to kind of blend it onto the skin, I'm just using a beauty blender. I don't have any product on it. I'm just using that to blend everything. And there we go. That is the face. I am so impressed with this. I love the shade. I think it looks really nice. So I will definitely do another check-in and see how it looks at the end of the day. But I do have another little face palette that I found. Remember I reviewed the Maybelline one? I wasn't crazy about it. I thought it was overpriced for what it was. But I found these Rimmel London ones. They are the Kate Moss collection. So I picked up two of these. This one is 01 Golden Sands and this one is 02 Coral Glow. I got both because I like the coral blush in this one, but I think the contour might work better in this shade. So I don't know, I picked these up. They were like buy one get one half off at Walgreens, and it's basically the same concept as the Maybelline palette that I just reviewed. This is also claiming to be a sculpting face palette, and this is designed by Kate Moss, they say. So you have 3 shades in here: highlight, contour, and blush. Long-lasting color seamlessly blends with natural skin tone for a radiant, healthy glow. Alright, so here it is, Golden Sands. I'm using this one because I think the bronzer in here is going to work for my skin tone. And it looks like these all have a bit of shimmer. The bronzer looks like it even has a bit of golden glitter in it. So I'm just going to go into this bronzer first here. Ooh, the glitter's kind of falling out everywhere. Not a good sign. This bronzer has a bunch of golden glitter in it. I didn't realize that until I tapped my brush into it and then all the glitter started flying everywhere. So this isn't exactly what I was looking for, but oh well. Still gonna try it out. and it looks kind of orangey on me, so I'm not a big fan of this bronzer. I thought it was gonna work, but I didn't notice the glitter. At the drugstore, there's no testers, so you really can't tell until you open it and swatch it, you know what I mean? So kind of disappointed in this. Alright, now I'm gonna go into the blush here. And this looks like it doesn't have as much shimmer as the bronzer, which is kind of weird, because normally at the drugstore, like, you would think shimmer in the blush. Alright, so here we go. Very weak color. I don't know about this palette, you guys. I'm gonna really swirl my brush in here and see how it goes. It looks like there's a lot on here, but it doesn't really come off that well. I don't know, I feel like it's just okay. Let's just blend it out with a clean brush. I have to say the pigmentation on this blush is pretty weak. The bronzer is not that pigmented either, and this kind of has like a chalky texture. When you put your brush into it, it just kind of makes a little bit of a powdery cloud. So if that bothers you, skip this. I personally think Milani blushes are a lot better. I feel like this was not a win for me. Even Wet n Wild makes great blushes, so for the price on this, like almost 10 bucks, not really digging it. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the highlight. Alright, let's do this highlight here. It's kind of like a silvery highlight. That actually has a pretty nice glow to it. I don't know if you guys can really catch that, but when it hits the light, it looks pretty strong, and then when you're in the shade, it looks like you don't really have anything on. So I think this is actually really pretty and kind of natural looking. L'Oreal two products I think are powdery. They kind of look dry on the skin too, so I'm not into these, but I think the highlight is really nice actually. And then also L'Oreal brought back their Infallible Pro Matte glosses. These came out, I want to say, like last year, and they brought out some new shades, and I did purchase a couple last year that I really liked, so I had to get these beautiful neutral colors. Look at how pretty these are, you guys. Alright, so I just added a bit of lip liner first. This is my Milani Nude Lip Liner. I love it with neutral lipstick. So I like the way this goes on like a gloss, but it's a very pigmented, like a lipstick, and even though it's called matte gloss, it's not very shiny at all. As you can see, it's pretty matte. Alright guys, so there you have it. Those are my thoughts on a lot of new drugstore makeup out right now. If you have any requests to see reviews on these products, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you all. I will come back and check in and see how this whole look holds up at the end of the day, just so you guys can see like how everything wore. Maybe the foundation will break down and look crazy, I don't know, so we'll have to check in and see. Alright guys, so it is the end of my day. It is almost 5 o'clock and I feel like my makeup held up pretty well. I still think my skin looks pretty great as far as the foundation goes. I did get a little bit shiny on my nose. I mean, that shine is not highlight, that is all from just me wearing out my makeup today, and I do have dry skin, so keep that in mind. Normally I don't really get that shiny on my nose, so that's different for me. I feel like it held up pretty well. It didn't break down on any other areas of my face. I feel like it looks great pretty much everywhere else. So a little bit of powder on my nose in the middle of my day won't be, you know, too much of an inconvenience to me at all. I still feel like this is worth it. I really like the shade match. It didn't turn darker on me during the day, which was another thing I was afraid that would happen, but it didn't at all. It's still a great shade match. I'm really happy about that. The other thing I wanted to mention was I love this Maybelline eyeliner. I don't feel like it faded at all in my waterline the whole day, and it was very windy today. I was definitely having some eye-watering issues, and I feel like it did a great job. I am so happy with it. The only thing I feel like I'm not too crazy about is probably the eyeshadow. I feel like that shimmery L'Oreal eyeshadow that I put on earlier just kind of died down. I don't feel like it really stayed on very well during the day, so I'm not too impressed with that. But everything else I really like. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions, get ready with me style video. And as always, thank you so much for watching.